YouTube, what's the word? We back. Ron Gloo in the building. Listen, bro. This shit loaded. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This shit, so much shit going on. Jay-Z and Pusha T are beyond cooked after Epstein files release. Now, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. This whole Epstein files scandal, motherfuckers been hearing about this since 2020 and shit. Like, you feel me? Motherfuckers was been talking about it. I already knew about the Epstein files a minute ago. Like, when Soul Illuminati was on his spiritual shit, I already heard about it back in 2020, 2021. So I already knew what this is all about. I ain't know who was on it though. But this shit crazy, bro. Let's get to it,
names
man.
on here. But no name is more surprising than Jay-Z and Pusha T. Before we get this video started, if you're in need of recap,
Jay-Z and Pusha T.
Pay you in this, try clicking the link. The FBI open up a started now. Back in 2019, when Epstein was initially arrested, the FBI opened up a tip line. And the tip line was for anybody with any type of information on Epstein, his co-conspirators, if you were a young woman who was there, because the Epstein network was so vast that when the FBI arrested Epstein, for the most part, they thought they didn't even uncover 1% of the iceberg. So this tip line was opened up. Now, this tip line had a lot of accusations coming through. Unfortunately for Jay-Z and Pusha T, they both had allegations about themselves come through the tip line. In the case of Jay-Z, he's beyond cooked in the eyes of public perception because the victim came forward July 10th, 2019, 8:20 a.m. Eastern. On July 10th, 2019 at 8:20 a.m. Eastern, the particular victim called the FBI National Threat Operations Center to identify herself as a victim of abuse by Jeffrey Epstein and others. Now, they provided the following information. So this essentially is like a transcript of what they provided. So they said in approximately 1994, listen, man, there's a bunch of redaction. I'm assuming is victim names, et cetera, et cetera. So this got redacted, but she revealed herself to blank, which I'm assuming is like the call center employee that answered this call, as a past victim of abuse by Jeffrey Epstein. She described the abuse occurred during parties. Now, we all know, a bunch of these abuse did happen at these parties, right? I think Jeffrey Epstein was known to throw these really like wild parties.
Yeah, him and fucking Diddy. Two of the wildest niggas, bro. You thought Diddy was worse. You thought Diddy was wild. Nah, this nigga wild too. I never heard of this nigga, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, like, and I don't even want to come on here and, be a conspiracy theorist and shit like that, bro, but most of these motherfuckers that's rich as hell, billionaires, and at the top of the chain, bro, they did some fucked up shit to get this money, bro. Like, most of these people that's billionaires, most of these people that's at the top of the top, these motherfuckers ain't got no morals, bro. It's even black celebrities too, bro. Y'all, we gotta wake up, man. We gotta wake up. It's even our own people. It's my own people, black celebrities that did the same shit, bro. Like,
they had these crazy, like wild massages. I think like in like the first little piece of Epstein files that kind of got released like a couple years ago, we heard, like there were like midgets there, like there were like really, 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 really tiny people, like 4'9" midgets, and like people indulged in that. Like it was.
Bro, that shit
Jeffrey
weird,
Epstein
man.
apparently provided you with whatever your speed was. If your speed was dwarfs, he would provide you with dwarfs, okay? That's what went down at these parties, okay? So, yeah. So, apparently, she was brought to parties, and, she was the party favor for a bunch of weirdos and creeped. Redactions right here are very suspicious. So, this is like the victim's name, further identified blank as a friend of blank. I'm assuming blank and blank are now minors. Blank and blank are people in high position of power. So she will claim that in approximately 1996, which is about 2 years after this whole nonsense began to happen, where she was being used as party favors at, Epstein, apparently she resided with blank, which is, I'm assuming, like one of, her like perpetrators in blank state. An unknown man abducted her from her home when she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z. So she apparently lived at this residence with somebody, I'm assuming, is also a perpetrator, and they kidnapped her. They abducted her from that home, and she woke up to the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z, while Weinstein apparently had his fingers into, we can probably guess where he had his finger into. Right now, she believed that she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. Now, she estimated she was abducted on 7 occasions. Now, hold on, man.
7. Damn.
7? Awakened each time in an opulent indoor setting. She suffered from abuse on multiple of those occasions in which Epstein participated. She recalled that Leon Black and William Barr, current United States Attorney General, being present during some of the occasion of abuse. In approximately 2006, she last recalled being abused by Epstein. Now, okay, so this started in 1994
That's
and
12
lasted to
years.
about 2006. I'm assuming at some point here she stopped being a minor, right? Yeah, like I'm assuming, let's just say she was 14 in 1994. That would mean by 1998 she became 18, and this lasted until 2006. Now I'm not questioning, whatever she went through as a minor. If she's being truthful about what happened here, is very unfortunate. But for this to last until 2006, like there's something very wrong with that picture from my perspective, to be honest. From her story, she didn't really list anything that Jay-Z did specifically, but she did say that Harvey Weinstein, digitally penetrated her, but Jay-Z didn't, penetrate her. Jay-Z was just present, which to me is just as bad, right? Like if this
Man, he
alleged
guilty by
minor was
association,
abducted
bro.
from her home, brought to an Epstein mansion, and it was you, Harvey Weinstein, and Epstein there, and this minor was enduring abuse in your presence, to me, you are just as guilty as whoever is doing the abuse. I don't distinguish the difference between the two. Whoever is there is just as guilty and equally as guilty. But again, this is just a tip, right? Now, however this tip was investigated, no charges were ever brought. Right, like as far as I know, Jay-Z was never brought for a subpoena, a deposition, nothing. And this particular tip didn't go anywhere. But because the tip came in by Epstein, it was included in the Epstein files. Fortunately for Pusha T, we can't say the same because she did list things that Pusha T did specifically.
Damn.
Now, it will continue and it will state on each occasion she believes she was drugged, clouded her memory. She attributed the drugging as frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers. Now, one of the handlers she would say would be Pusha T, because at the time, I would say Pusha T don't really belong in those rooms. Pusha T was not a superstar. He was not a megastar. He wasn't somebody of importance. So if somebody like Pusha T was in those rooms, Pusha T would probably be the handler, right? The dough boy, the do boy, right? The store runner. Right, because Pusha T wasn't no megastar. Jay-Z, I can understand Jay-Z being in rooms with Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. Pusha T don't really fit in those rooms at all, bruh. That's like you seen Poetic Flacco in a room with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. You will say, what is this dirtball doing in this room? I'm probably the handler in that regard, okay? So this story makes sense, to be honest. Again, I'm not saying Pusha is guilty of anything. I'm just saying Pusha role being in that room makes sense, okay? Now, it will continue, and she will say, among her handlers, she identified the artist Pusha T. In approximately 2007, she attended a party following invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in abuse. So now Pusha T went from being just a handler to now Pusha T was also engaging in the abuse. Now, she claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the enterprise and information related to the racketeering conducted in support of the trafficking. She further believed she was under surveillance and stalked at the direction of the people involved in the abuse. She confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness. She refused to provide her physical address, advising that she maintained no permanent address. Rather, she moved between staying at different hotels. So this was somebody who was homeless, which I don't know if that gives more credibility or takes it away. I'm not about to, like diminish the abuse just because of somebody right now probably in a position that's unfavorable, right? A lot of people see a homeless woman making these allegations and they'll probably say, crazy. I don't know, man. Now,
we can't say that though, but it's like, bro, honestly, bro, the way I see it, bro, most of these people that's rich as hell, that got all this power and fame, bro, most of these motherfuckers, they don't have morals. They don't have souls, gang. Like, They don't got souls, bro. Like, bro, I know everybody know this. Like, we gotta wake up, bro. Motherfuckers coming out doing interviews, speaking on certain celebrities and what they done did behind the scenes and shit, bro. Like, bro, when that nigga Cat Williams came out and said that shit on that interview with Shannon Sharp, bro, that basically confirmed what goes on behind closed doors with a lot of celebrities, bro. Like, a lot of these motherfuckers don't have souls, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers, it's just, they don't have souls, bro. These motherfuckers just got fame, power, and money, bro. So it's like, you would be surprised, bro. Your favorite fucking rap artist, fucking movie star, comedian, bro. These motherfuckers be doing all type of foul, dirty shit, bro. Like, these people be just out here doing shit, bro. Like, this shit crazy, man, for real. Like, but who's to say any of this is true? This all alleged. But it's like, at the same time, though, if they names is coming up in files with people, multiple people coming out saying they did this, it's kind of hard to ignore that, bro. And at the same time, you gotta realize who these people associate with. What circles of people are they around, bro? Jay-Z, that nigga friends with Diddy. He was friends with R. Kelly. He friends with the Epstein nigga. So it's like, bro, if he around them type of niggas, he for sure doing some of this shit. For sure. Like, come on, man. Let's be real, bro.
Would say, man, is Kanye West have been telling us for years that one of these dudes was on Epstein Island, that one of these dudes were involved with Epstein, but we just ain't been paying attention. This song wasn't dropped too long ago, right? On World War III version 2, Kanye West says, know some ninjas that went to that island. Why the F would you go to that island? Now, Kanye West, has been around Puhsa, has been around Jay-Z. They've been feuding for a little while now. One can probably only imagine that if he were to be talking about some dudes, he'll probably be talking about Puhsa or Jay-Z, man. Listen, man, I'm just a messenger here, bro. Hey, Rock Nation. All right, don't hurt me, bro.
Yeah, don't hurt me.
Just
disclaimer, Rock Nation. This all alleged, bro. I'm just reacting to what he telling me. I don't know about none of this shit, bro. I don't know.
YouTuber, I'm just reporting what I think could apply here. But we've been calling Kanye crazy for a while now, man. But the one thing we know is we didn't see allegations involving Kanye's name, man. Ain't that crazy? The one person we call crazy, we call a lunatic, we call bipolar, we say he belongs in a mental health institute. Somehow that person is the only person we don't see in these Epstein files. Mm-hmm. We don't see with nasty allegations towards his name. Now, Jay-Z to me, and here's why I think it's cooked, okay? Even though the allegations are unsubstantiated, because these are just, tips coming through a hotline, fortunately for Jay, the world already wants to believe these allegations. So there's nothing Jay can do to really convince people that he's not guilty. Man, as soon as Jay-Z hit that B, bro, hit that billion, hip-hop got really suspicious of Jay-Z. And also, too, hip-hop getting suspicious of Jay-Z is for good reasons. Like, we seen how Jay-Z operated with the NFL, bro. We seen how Jay-Z sold out for $1. So we've already been very suspicious of Jay-Z. And Rock Nation right now is public enemy number one. And because people want to believe these rumors, they want to, believe this, they want this to be true, there's nothing Jay-Z can do to convince the public it's not. Sorry, bruh. All right. There's nothing. Jay-Z can come out and yell to the top of the moon and speak. There's nothing Jay-Z can do to convince us it's not true because the public wants to believe this is true. Now, Pusha T may have some saving grace here because Pusha T, for the most part, ain't somebody who's hated. And Pusha T ain't somebody who we are rooting against. And by we, I'm just saying the public. So Pusha T might have some action here. Jay-Z, don't even listen, man. You about to have 1,000 different reaction channels breaking down every photo Jay-Z ever took with Harvey Weinstein, any deals they ever made together, any movies they did together. They about to start breaking down body language. Oh, trust me, bro. Jay is overly cooked.
It's cooked.
It's over with. Now,
it's cooked. I already didn't. No doubt. It's already cooked. Like, literally, this shit going on in real time, y'all. Like, bro, before I was even react to this video, I was debating on who video I should react to. I just seen like 2 other channels posted Jay-Z and Pusha T are cooked and da 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 da. Like, bro, they over with, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's done, bro. Cause it's like people breaking this shit down, people going into detail, people saying, oh well, Jay-Z hung around such and such, so that makes sense, bro. One video even explained Jay-Z being way older than Beyonce when he first met her, bro. Like, bro, that already indicate like what type of nigga he is, bro. When him and Beyonce first fucking met up, bro, this nigga was his mid-20s. She was like 16 and 17, I heard. And then I heard this nigga used to talk to Aaliyah. So it's like, bro, this nigga Jay-Z is a fucking demon, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's these industry niggas, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, these industry niggas, we gotta wake up. The world's so blind, bro. It's like it's blind to a lot of shit. Like once the truth start coming out, it's gonna hurt a lot of people too. Cause I'm like, damn, that, a lot of old heads probably wouldn't even be able to take this news and be like, man, hell no, that shit ain't. They'll be like, man, hell no, that shit ain't true. A lot of old heads' favorite rappers, Jay-Z. Motherfuckers that was born in the 80s and 70s or 90s probably. Really the 80s and shit. 70s and 80s, them motherfuckers, they hear this shit about Jay-Z, they gonna lose their fucking mind. They like, man, Jay-Z ain't do that, but hey, that's just real, bro. Like, come on, man. Niggas gotta wake up, man.
When I surveyed the landscape, right, when I surveyed what people are currently thinking, I'll be real, it sounds like Jay-Z's cooked, bro. Because how people are treating these Epstein files, they're not treating these Epstein files as allegations. They're saying these Epstein files have been hidden for so long that whatever is on these files have to be truth, because why would they hide it for so long? So when your name is wrapped up in these files, kiss your public reputation goodbye, man. People believe these Epstein files are the gospel. And because they believe they're the gospel, bruh, they believe you touch kids, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, man, I hate to be the one who talk. They believe you touch kids, bro. That's just a fact. All right. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Right? Do y'all believe these allegations? Let me know.
I believe this shit,
and if you're still watching this video,
I believe all this shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we gotta hold these motherfuckers accountable, bro. For real, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Honestly though, YouTube, we gotta hold them accountable, man. We got to, bro.